We are going to be making this adorable card, and it's the Fancy Schmancy Corner Pop-Up card. Come on, let's go ahead and make this card. Hi Stampers, this is Dawn, and today we're going to make this cute little fancy corner pop-up card. Isn't it beautiful? We're going to be making the Rococo Rose version, but look, here's a strawberry one. This is using the designer paper from Celebration, and then this stamp set with the strawberries is in the January through June mini catalog. That all is currently live right now. And then this is the Bermuda Bay version, just like the Rococo Rose, using the Oh So Ombre, and then a brand new stamp set as well. Well, a couple of brand new stamp sets. So let's go ahead and get started with the Rococo Rose. Okay, so let's start with the pieces, and I will give you a heads up. This video might be just a tad bit longer. So this piece, Whisper White, is cut at 8 by 8. We're going to score and cut this piece together. Then we're using the brand new Rococo Rose. It's so beautiful. We're using two different pieces. These two are the same, and then this one is the ombre that's just plain, and then this one has like the circle dots. That's the other side, which is the Bermuda Bay, which we've seen that card already. Okay, so we're going to cut all three of these pieces at 3.5 by 3.5. Then we're going to also take the Rococo Rose. These are the layers, and since we're using the Whisper White as a base, I'm going to actually use the Rococo Rose as a base layer. So instead of using just 3 for these pieces, I need another piece for the inside part. And I'll show you that when we finish here, okay? So these all 4 are cut at 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. And then that one piece of white cardstock, this is going to be for that back piece. Remember I told you we needed a 4th piece because we got to cover up our magnets. So this piece is cut at 3.5 by 3.5, just like this designer paper. Okay, and then we need another piece cut at 3.5 by 6, and we're going to score this piece together. Okay, so let me show you the ombre, the Oh So Ombre designer paper that we're using today. And this is gorgeous. This is a free item for Celebration right now. And this is over on February 28th, well, towards the end of February. And look at those beautiful colors. So this is the Bermuda Bay, and this is the, I think this is the Blackberry Bliss, the Rococo Rose, and the Granny Apple Green. So you get the whole pack. I think there's like 48 pieces in this pack of paper. It's so awesome. Okay, so now let's go ahead and do some stamping first. I'm going to do the stamping with this butterfly stamp set. Oh my gosh, it's so awesome. So this is the Floating and Fluttering. Doesn't that just like roll off your tongue? And then the Fluttering dies. And then look at here, we got 2 of the same dies in this collection. So that means you don't have to cut one, you can cut 2 at the same time. I love that. All right, so I'm gonna do the die cutting with you today, and we're also gonna stamp with the Stamparatus. So let's grab that. Okay, so the last time I used my Stamparatus, I had totally forgot to share with you the foam deluxe mat with the Stamparatus. So let me show you this mat. And then I also have the other mat that comes with the Stamparatus. Let me show you the difference. So this is the one that comes with your Stamparatus. So you definitely don't need this mat. But look, so now this is the mat that we're going to use with our photopolymer right over here. Remember, these are the totally clear stamps. And so you're going to need the foam mat for the Stamparatus to add that extra cushion, because like our cling stamps, they had the extra foam with the rubber, but the photopolymer does not. So the one thing nice with the deluxe foam mat is that it has the grids on that, so you can see the grids or the rulers. And then it's also, you can clean it and wipe it with just a baby wipe or your Simply Chamois. So I'm going to use that today. So, but your foam mat comes with your Stamparatus. I just want to clarify that. So we're going to put our mat in here, and then I'm going to put this image, which I've already stamped. I'm just showing you exactly what I did. And then my magnet, see the magnet still works through your deluxe mat. And then I'm going to take my Memento ink. I'm going to ink this up. Okay, and we're going to stamp this down. And I did this a few times just because the stamp is photopolymer and it's a larger stamp. So using the Stamparatus, you're going to get a really nice black solid image. I love that. All right, so let's go ahead and move the Stamparatus. Okay, so I've already started coloring one, so I want to show you what exactly I did for that. So I took the Rococo Rose Stampin' Blends. Yes, these are in Rococo Rose. So I took the combo. I'm using the dark and the light. So on the butterflies, I just colored in certain areas of the butterfly with certain colors, which is the Rococo light and the dark. I'm using the dark right now. And then I'm going to take the light and color in the remaining part of the white. Isn't that beautiful? Love it. I'm calling this the baby die cut machine. It's so cute and so little, and it's available right now. So we're going to use the platforms here. We're going to use number 1 and number 2. And we're going to put our cardstock on here. We're going to grab our die. So remember, you got 2 of the same butterfly dies, but we're just going to use the 1. And since it's so little, we can put this right through this little mini die cut machine. It's so cute. All right, so we're just going to line up our die. And then we're going to run that through the die cut machine. Okay, look, so this is like one solid piece. So you could use this and discolor the leaves or the branches with maybe the granny apple green or something, but I'm going to cut them apart. So we're going to use all 3 butterflies, and I went ahead and did that, but I'm going to show you what I did for that as well. So let's go ahead and move this little baby mini die cut machine. Okay, so you're just going to take your scissors and you're just going to cut away the butterfly. It's very, very simple. Where they're connected, I'm just removing that little connection part. Super easy. It's not difficult, which is good. I'm all about not being difficult, right? Okay, one more butterfly. Move this one. Okay, look how pretty that is. Oh, I love it. So I have 3 butterflies. Now I'm using 2 of the sets of butterflies on my card today. So I went ahead and did all the other 6, I guess. And now I have 3 extras. So I have 9 butterflies. Okay, so we're going to, I don't think I need that open. Let me grab my base of my white cardstock. So remember, this is your 8 by 8. So you're going to score this at 4. Okay, then you're going to turn it and line it up again at 4. Now I'm going to only score up to that other score line, and then I'm going to lift up my trimmer blade here. I got to bring that up to the top, and then I'm going to cut from the top to that 4-inch score line I scored previously right there. Okay, so you should have your score line going here and here with it cut in half. So you have 2 little panels. Okay. Okay, so then we're going to score from here to here and then here to here. So I'm going to put it back on my track. I'm going to line up that point there where the score line is down to this score line, the 4-inch. We're going to score, not cut. Score there. And then we're going to turn it and we're going to score at a diagonal on this side, lining up both of those score mark points, and we're going to score. Okay, so now this is going to be the top of our card for that corner part. That's going to add a little personality. And then you're going to overlap your base. Ta-da! That's the card. Isn't it cute? Okay, so this is the piece that's 3.5 by 6. So first we're going to score this on the 6-inch side. We're going to score it at 3 inches. And then 4 3/8. And that's the mark right before the half. Okay, we're going to do some more die cutting. We're going to be cutting these 2 pieces here of the Rococo Rose and then these 2 of the designer paper. The other ones we don't cut. So we're going to cut these at a diagonal. Remember, these are 3 3/4 square. Cut those in half so you get your 2 little triangles. this one over here. All right, so those are done. Now, what else do we got to do? I think that's it, right? Yeah, I think that's it. All right, so let's move the trimmer. All right, so let's go ahead and build our pieces of our layers, all right? So we're going to put all our triangles together with the designer paper and the cardstock. And I'm going to use the liquid glue just because that's more forgiving. So let me just go ahead and fast forward this section here so you don't have to watch me put the pieces together. Okay, so our pieces are done there. Now let's grab our die cut machine again. All right, so let's go ahead and do some die cutting. We're gonna use this as our guide here for our circle. So let me grab the circle. We're using the stitch shaped larger circle, and we're going to put this on this little base here. We're gonna use the circle, we're gonna put that right in the center, but you're going to also put your die cut off of the top of the folded area. So this is where we folded it in half, right? So this is the 6-inch scored at 3. So you're going to take your circle, you're going to put that right in the center of that 4 3/8 score line, and you're going to put that die right above so you can see where it's hanging over a little bit, because you don't want to cut those two apart because then it's going to not do what we want. And you'll understand that here in a second. All right, so we're going to send that through the machine here. And you're going to be cutting through 2 pieces, so it's going to be kind of tight, but it does go through. Okay. All right, so this is what I was saying. You want it to hang over because we want it to kind of do the hinge part of the inside of our card. So this is going to be like your easel part of the inside of the card. So you want that attachment. That's why you put the little die to hang over so it doesn't cut that totally off. Okay. All right. Now we're going to do some stamping. I'm just going to set this aside because we're going to do some more die cutting. I'm going to do some stamping on this piece of white cardstock, and I'm going to stamp the greeting. Oh, let me show you that stamp set. This is the Simply Succulents. I'm using Kind People, or My Kind of People, for the pop-up part for the easel. And then you're going to stamp this for the inside part, which says, you make the ordinary extraordinary. And that stamp set is in the brand new occasion / January through February catalog. All right, so we're going to stamp our greeting. I had to find that. We're going to stamp that over here, and then we're going to die cut that out with the next size down from this stitch shaped with the circle. Okay. And then I went ahead and previously cut out the scallop, which was the largest scallop in the layering circle die. So I went ahead and did that to save some time. So let me grab this die cut machine, bring that back over so we can cut this greeting out. So we're going to take the next size down, and then we're going to cut this out right in the center. I'm going to put a little butterfly on there too, so you want to make sure you're putting it in the center so that will allow some extra space for the butterfly. Okay, so there's our greeting. Okay, and then we're going to punch out another Rococo rose. So let me grab one of these layers here. This is going to be hidden underneath the Whisper White anyway. So we're going to cut out the larger one. Okay, so let me go ahead and do that. Okay, so this is for that pop-up easel part of the card. Okay, so this part right here, so let me show you. This will all make more sense once we do the card, but this is going to be the easel part of our inside of our card, right? It's going to pop up like that. But then this is going to layer on top of that, and then this is going to layer on top of that. Okay, are you with me so far? On our base of our card, we're going to bring in our layers. So you can see where these triangles are going to go up here in their little space. Just like that. And then you're going to put the other two over here. So let me grab my liquid glue. And let me go ahead and fast forward this part. So there's that. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and put our layers down on the paper. So remember, we cut out our circle. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to layer this piece of Whisper White onto the Rococo Rose. And that does cover up the circle, so that's what I want. Okay, so then we're gonna also stamp our greeting onto this before we put it into the card. And then here's my Rococo Rose, the ombre color without the circles on this one. I'm gonna put this onto this 3 3/4 square. Okay, so now before we put our layers here onto this section, we're going to add some magnets. These are the magnets I've been using, and I've actually posted links to the magnets, but they always sell out. So I'm just going to use 2 magnets. So I'm going to pull 2 of them off. Whoop, trying to get 2 of them. There we go. Okay, then we're going to grab a glue dot. Okay, so we're going to put a glue dot on only one of them right now. Just like that. Okay, and then we're going to put this right in the corner, and both of my magnets are stuck together too, by the way. All right, okay, so I'm going to take this other magnet off, and I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to attach the other magnet to the back side. Then we're going to add another mini glue dot. Okay, just put that right on that magnet. Then we're going to take our card and overlap it, get it lined up really nicely. We're going to press that down so that other magnet attaches to the other side of the Whisper White. So it looks like this now. Okay, so these 2 magnets line up, but then our designer paper and our Rococo Rose will hide that magnet so nobody will know it's there. It's like our little secret. Okay, so we're going to put these down with some liquid glue. Then we're going to stamp on this. Remember, we're going to take our Memento ink, and I got to fix this stamp. Okay. This says, let me make sure it's stamping right. You make the ordinary extraordinary. So we're going to stamp this right in the center. Okay. And then we're going to attach this with the liquid glue. Right over here in this corner. See, you don't even see the magnets now, so it's like a secret. Just pushing that down so that it adheres really nice together. All right, now we're going to go ahead and make our little easel part of the inside card. So here's the 3 pieces that we die cut. Remember, this is the circle with the easel part here. Now I'm going to only put the liquid glue on this bottom section right where that score line is. So just put the liquid glue right there. Okay, and then you're going to put your other circle right on top. That, lining that circle at the base because they're exact same size. So line those up. And then this is going to make your pop up. See how that's popping up? We're going to lay our greeting on the inside of that. Now, how the easel part is sitting, you want to make sure that your greeting is going to be straight with that. Just like that. Oh, I want to move that down a little bit. There we go. Okay, and then the extra large, you don't need this. This is optional, but I'm going to put that as a base underneath that main circle there so it pops on this frame here with that designer paper. Okay, so we're going to put this onto the white. I'm just going to give a little scallop around the edge. Okay, now before we put that into the card, we got to make sure our card is sitting right. So we're going to overlap this panel here, and your magnets should snap together really nicely. And then we're going to take our section here, and that's where that's going to sit there. And then you can pop it up, but we're going to put our butterflies here, remember, so it's going to pop up like that. Okay, so we're going to put this on the inside. So put that on the inside right there. Okay, now it's time to decorate it. So we're going to take those butterflies. Let me grab my other ones. So here's all my other ones. I'm going to grab a couple dimensionals. I'm going to put I think I'm going to put this butterfly at the bottom for my little easel part. And I want to put a couple dimensionals on that because I want it to be raised up. So it's kind of like a stopper too for the greeting. So I'm going to put this little butterfly here. I'm going to set my easel part up where I want it to set up. So I'm going to put my butterfly right there. So see how it's serving as a stopper right there? Isn't that cute? And then we're going to put a couple of the larger butterflies up here in the corners. Oh, I think I put adhesive on those. So let me grab my Stampin' Seal. I thought I put dimensionals, but you don't really want this card to be like bulky with a lot of dimensionals or a lot of embellishments, because you want this to fit into a regular size envelope, and it's already kind of thick. So you'll probably end up paying like maybe an extra ounce for postage. So what is that, like 65 or 80 cents or something? So just know that it will fit in a regular size envelope. It's just going to be bulky, and I'm going to show you how to fold it too. All right, and then we're going to pop this butterfly up here in the greeting. So cute. You can actually put all these butterflies all over, but I try to keep it minimal so it still adds really a punch of color. Okay, so then you can open up your card. See, your easel's still standing up, and I'm going to put a couple of the butterflies on the inside greeting too. Let's put a couple of these over here. I think I'm going to put this one. So you're using a lot of the butterflies for all your embellishments. Here, let me lay this down. I'm going to put it right like that. Okay, so isn't that cute? Okay, so now let me show you how this card closes. Okay, so you're going to close it up. You're going to fold it up like this. Now, first of all, your easel's got to be laying flat, right? So you can't have it up, right? So you got to fold it flat. And then you're just going to fold these two panels up and then fold it back. And then this will fit into a regular sized envelope, but it's still a little poochy. So like I said, you might add another ounce for your postage. Okay, so then when you open it, right, so then you're going to click it over. The magnet should grab it, and then the easel part will pop up like that. Oh, I love this card. All right, so let me show you the Bermuda Bay and the strawberry one again. Okay, so here's the Bermuda Bay one. Once again, you gotta lay it flat to fold it up. So beautiful. The magnet grabs that. And then here's the strawberry one. Now the strawberry paper is in the celebration, and then the strawberry stamp set is in the occasions catalog, or the January through June mini catalog. And then the berry, wishing you the very best, is also in the celebration stamp set with the designer paper. It's a level 2 celebration item. You get the designer paper and the stamp set. And then it opens up like this. This happy birthday is from another stamp set. Okay, so that's it. If you have any questions, just let me know, and I'll have all the items listed down below. Then don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss any future videos. Okay, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you later. Bye.